I will ask my colleague, Mr. Kule Kukuniyi, to have a submission on his thoughts on the topic, where the insurance industry is today and what we need to do to take advantage of technology in doing our business.
We in the insurance industry, we are also trying to, at least as much as possible, catch up with what's going on. Everybody keeps making reference to the banking industry. And yes, the banking industry have actually gone far in terms of adopting technology. And that is what we are also trying to do in the insurance industry in Nigeria. But we need to kind of do more than what we are doing now, because like Doctor mentioned, before now, it's always been commercial accounts, government accounts, but now everybody is trying to move to retail business. And before you can do retail business, what you need to power it up is technology, which is going to actually help you in terms of moving it forward. The insurance industry in Nigeria has been a bit resilient in the past, but things are changing because we are seeing that we cannot do much without adopting technology. Individually, individual organizations, individual insurance companies have started doing a lot of things in terms of catching up with the technology that we have around. And when we are talking about digital transformation, it's all about looking into some specific areas, like adopting cloud technology, doing a lot of things on our mobile, because if you look at it these days, everybody carries mobile phones around. Majority of mobile phones we carry around smartphones. And you can do a lot of things on our smartphones. So we're trying as much as possible to also do that. And also, insurance, we deal with a lot of data. So this is the time to also catch up in terms of analytics, in terms of big data, because this data is actually there for us. And what is the essence of having this data if you don't make good use of this data? Another area we are trying to kind of look at is automating our processes as much as possible, from underwriting process to claims management process, because like Doctor mentioned earlier, the customer is expecting much more than what we are doing now. So we are also trying to, as much as possible, adopt these new technologies that are coming around. And what we are doing in the industry now is to also, as much as possible, collaborate with each other. Before now, there have not been too much of collaboration between member companies. But thank God now we're trying to collaborate as much as possible just to follow in the footsteps of what the banking industry has done, which they are also doing. So the insurance industry, we don't want to be left behind. We want to adopt the technology as much as possible. And there's a lot of collaboration going on. Individually, we are doing it in pockets. We are trying to sell products online. You can get every other thing done on your mobile, because the customers want to sit down in the comfort of their homes, in the comfort of their offices, to do a lot of stuff, to get their policies, to get their certificates issued immediately. So we don't want to be left behind. We are collaborating as much as possible to get things done and as quickly as possible.
There has to be collaborative effort, like he said, on the part of the industry. To be able to come, luckily we have the umbrella NIA, Nigerian Insurance Association, come under the association to be able to make the requisite investment that will help us to drive our business using technology. Secondly, the conventional product that we have actually cannot support the use of the kind of investment that is expected in IT infrastructure. We really need to come up with new products that will appeal to the masses of our people. If you look at the Nigerian economy today, for every 100 naira that is spent daily, 90 naira comes from the informal sector. And the informal, they call something wet at the bottom of the pyramid. Is the retail approach, is the micro-insurance approach. That is where technology is really very relevant. But an industry that focuses and does its business or gets its business from corporate clients up to 80%, we really need to change the market dynamics in terms of product offering, in terms of macro insurance, and focusing on the informal sector to be able to effectively use technology. I will expect there will be questions from the audience, but I think the major challenge is the industry coming together, collaborating, even with people outside the industry. For today, we have just about 3% of the asset base of the financial sector being contributed by the insurance industry. The banking sector contributes more than 60% of that. How can we improve on that? We can collaborate with third parties. We can collaborate with the banking sector. Many of them have this bank assurance. They have need for our services, but we need to reach out as an industry. It's not something that we can do on our own as an industry, and it's not what a single insurance company can do. Yes, like I re-emphasize, the collaborative effort is important. The IT infrastructure is there, but the capacity of the industry in terms of the investment that is required is a big challenge at this point. But we all appreciate that there is need for us to deepen insurance using technology.